What's up guys, leftstickrightstick here with another LittleBigPlanet team pick review. So first up we're going to check out Going Home by xxAlexInLbpxx. Pretty much all these levels, well, two of these out of three levels today are quite old levels. This is quite an old level by xxAlexInLbp, and compared to some of his other levels it's not quite there, I guess. I mean, there's some elements that are really nice about it, the aesthetics, the silhouettes. It's just that some of it just doesn't quite feel as polished as some of his other levels. But going home, the really nice bit about this is there's actually loads of collectibles, which you don't actually know if you collected them all, but there's a whole bunch of lanterns, there's dragons, the whole silhouette, scenery, and the depth of all the scenery is actually quite nice. You've got a lot of different varying sort of gameplay elements. The cape jumping around, there's like levers to pull and stuff, and I really like that in the cape areas they have these sort of wind animations that sort of indicate which direction you're meant to be going, which is actually quite nice. There's lots of hidden areas as well, so you've got to explore a bit of this level. Can't really just rush through it at all, but that's sort of nice. The only thing that is a bit annoying about that is that there's no real indication as to how many of the secret areas you have checked out. But it's very nice aesthetic. The music is very nice as well. It's just, I feel like it's missing some element to it, which is a bit of a shame. And sort of maybe the dragons could have been utilized a bit more. I mean, you're just grabbing onto them as just sort of basically bigger, more in detail sort of grab pieces, which is a bit of a shame. There's not much utilization of the dragons, which is a bit disappointing. But the silhouette style is very nice, and we quite liked it. And then next off is a Cryptic Ruins by Kyrixes. This is probably one of the shortest team pick levels we have ever come across. I mean, it is extremely short. I had to cut down the whole section of this video just for this, because there was just not enough footage just simply going through this level. But what is good about this level, I guess, is sort of how sort of flowy the whole level goes. It just flows very quickly and very nicely. But as you can see just then, it's not very clear what is dangerous and what isn't, because 1 minute you're falling on some sort of fabric thing and you die, and then the next minute you're just walking on top of it. It makes no sense to me that Kyrixes hasn't thought about that. So that's sort of disappointing to see in a team pick, that one, the level is so short, and also that simple things like not showing clear death areas is it's just not thought about. But I mean, the good thing about the level though is that it flows very nicely. I have to say, it does flow very nicely, and that is quite nice, and good use. Everything just goes together. It's sort of one of those levels you kind of like to just press right and just let go, or just press right and it just goes for you. I mean, yes, atmospheric lighting in this is actually quite nice as well, but I mean, I'm sure there could have been a lot more done. So maybe not quite team picky, but there you go. Next up and lastly, we have Space Base Race by VilletteVillain. We've actually extended this section just because Cryptic Ruins are so short. But this is sort of, clearly you can see it's sort of a points-based level. It's actually it's a racing level as well, with the with the hero cape. It does have really nice music again in this one, and it's got some nice sort of gameplay elements. The only thing I would actually say is bad about this is that VilletteVillain seems to be pumping out a lot of levels, but he's just regurgitating his obstacles, which is a bit disappointing, I guess, in that respect. And so all these levels they all flow very nicely, but the sort of all the gameplay elements they're just taken from each other from all these different levels. They're just reskinned a bit, which is a bit sad in respect, because I would like to see something different coming from VilletteVillain, because he makes some good levels, and this is actually quite a very nice racing level, very flowy, and it's actually a little challenging in some areas, so that's quite good to get all the bits. Then you've also got extra point bubbles, which is just another layer of skill involved in this whole race level, so that's really nice. And it's just, basically you see all these same things in a different style in all his other levels, which, that makes it feel less team picky, just because, you know, you see it so often in all his levels, so it doesn't seem as special anymore, which is the only disappointing thing, I guess. Because once you played like 2 or 3 villain levels, it seems like you've played all of his levels, even though he's got like 10, 20 levels out. But no, very good race level, so definitely give it a play. It flows very nicely and it is a bit challenging, so that's definitely nice. And it's a great way to show that he's got very basic, you know, basic aesthetics still work. Because, you know, this aesthetic here is not that hard to do. But, you know, I hope you enjoyed this team pick review. Click that like button if you did. And don't forget to subscribe to Left Stick Right Stick for more LittleBigPlanet levels, showcases, and dreams content. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely let me know in the comments below what you thought about all these team picks, which one was your favourite. And I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you all next time.